while we were watching the Trump crypto coin got rug pulled. Is that the rug pull? I don't know if that's the rug pull. Is it? Hold on 1 second. Buy the dip! Buy the dip! Trump meme coin suddenly crashes right as Melania Coin shock hits crypto. Gotta love it. Gotta love the modern economy. Is this the official Trump coin? Yeah, here we go. Sorry, there are multiple coins called like Trump coin. Yeah, it starts on the 17th of this month. Yeah, it plummeting that quickly, like dropping from 73 all the way down to 48 in basically no time. I mean, eventually people are going to like look into the wallet. They're going to look into the what do you call it? The blockchain and see like which wallets are responsible for what. Even the fascists and the cryptocurrency subreddit are super pissed. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. We'll take some schadenfreude from this. Let's take a look at what they're on about, okay? 1 second. They got to be talking about it. Holy shit, the cryptocurrency subreddit has 10 million subscribers or followers or whatever else. Melania just dropped a second meme coin. Who the f cares about the Melania coin? I wonder if that's actually the reason. That's why people outside crypto never take crypto seriously. Points to the thing crypto exists to do with, like, exclusively. This is why no one takes us seriously, because this keeps happening every single time. When do they actually made Reddit more Reddit with the GIF replies? Almost like the critics have a point. I wonder if this actually is the rug pull, if there's something else going on. I feel like the rug pull would be larger, but maybe not. Donald Trump's advisor launched rug pull's TikTok coin. Melania Trump owning coin. Donald Trump coin immediately falls down. Trump advisor Ryan Fournier launched official TikTok coin 2 hours ago and rugged it within an hour. How much of this is going on simultaneously? It's not even possible to... Man, real? Ryan Fournier, new TikTok coin release, not official, but we made it happen. Did this happen at the exact same time? Man, I should rug pull you guys. You would buy in if I minted like 100,000 Vosh coins, right? I mean, I wouldn't rug pull you, of course. Obviously, I would never do that. We trust you. We're all going to go to the moon together, you know? As long as we all have diamond hands and hodl, we can all make it to the moon together. As long as you promise not to rug pull, I would never rug pull. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, honeypot equals forced hodl. Diamond hands means all of us have potentially infinite payout. There's no maximum cap to how much any individual Vosh coin can be worth. We can all go to the moon together. Apes together strong. Oh, man. Let me see this myself. TikTok coin. Or I guess I'd look at Fournier's. Ryan Fournier. Forgot his first name. Fournier. Twitter, where he would have linked to this like a second ago. Call your coin V-Bucks. Oh, shit, that's not a bad idea. It's officially unofficial. You know, it's difficult to comprehend stuff like this because the scale of it is so massive. But the dip of like $10 billion of value in Trump coin in basically a second is legitimately like probably thousands of people just lost everything. It happens like you can watch unprecedented financial devastation play out in real time over like nothing. I'm not sympathizing with them. I'm just saying, like, it's insane how much that represents, you know? Am I the only one who doesn't think this is a good idea? A president-elect releasing a meme coin just days before the inauguration? I wonder if these guys are ever going to realize, like, there's no difference between a meme coin and a non-meme coin. They're literally all the same. There is no difference. There is literally zero difference. They're like creating an imaginary distinction between the coins that are, like, legitimate. What does that even mean? Yeah, the meme coins just rug pull quicker. It's all the same shit. It seems like a lot of people in the cryptocurrency subreddit are actually really critical of the Trump coin thing. I don't know if that's because of brigading or if it's because all these people consider themselves to be like auteurs of crypto investment, you know? Like they're sensible and smart about it. So then they see this as the obvious like scam that it is. And they're like, oh, I would never fall for that actually, you know? My holdings in the Bored Ape Yacht Club are actually the product of studied investment in the subject. You know, I'm not like one of those crazy MAGA types that would just blow his life savings on a Trump meme coin. It's absolutely the second. Yeah, I have a feeling that it is. It's still really funny. The good thing is that Trump coin has only sucked money out of other crypto coins instead of actually onboarding new normies. To an extent, that's always going to be the case. I really, like, they want to legitimize cryptocurrency so that regular people put their money into it and then lose everything to the sharks, you know? And I think that at the end of the day, the infrastructure around cryptocurrency is just going to be too arcane for a lot of people to get into. You know, most people don't have any like stock investments. They don't have any like investments in Wall Street or whatever. Maybe they have something like they have it through like their portfolio that gets invested as part of like what they contribute to the company, or their retirement funds, or like a 401k. Like they, through like an institutionally legitimized system, they might have some put into it, but they don't like personally invest. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm saying is we're fine up until Donald Trump passes an executive order in 17 hours saying that teachers' pensions will now be invested in Bitcoin rather than in the stock market. Like rather than the S&P 500 or one of those like big hedge funds, it'll all be dumped into Bitcoin. So once that happens, then we have problems. But until that happens, I think we'll be okay. They want to make a reserve of Bitcoin, lol. Isn't it cool how when you spend US dollars, the value of US dollars doesn't go down? Isn't that a really cool and novel concept? It's so cool. Which country was it that had a Bitcoin reserve? Wasn't it like El Salvador or something, or Argentina? I don't remember. The whole point of the government creating like a strategic Bitcoin reserve would just be inflating the value of the Bitcoin wallets of the billionaires that have already invested into it. It's literally just for like Peter Thiel or whatever. It would literally like be a government, well, it would be a wealth transfer. Your tax dollars would go into the government buying up Bitcoin, which would inflate the value of Bitcoin really, really high, which would enrich the people who already have heavy holdings in Bitcoin. We're careening faster and faster to a new Black Monday. Yeah. I mean, at least, again, like not that many people have cryptocurrency, you know? Like, at least, unlike holding money at the bank, which like most people have, you know, hopefully everyone or almost everyone has, or Wall Street, where people are forced to participate because there's a bunch of systems that auto invest. You know, this is just like money being traded around between like the top 10% and the top 1% and the top like 0.0001%, you know? I like the thought of that. Yeah, everyone likes the thought of like, every lefty loves the thought of a big crash until it means shortages of the only 3 brands of food that their hypersensitive autistic asses can tolerate at the local grocery store. And then they go to social media to complain about how everything's fallen apart, okay? You people are a hell of a lot more fragile than you pretend to be when you talk about the big crash, okay? New crypto millionaire just dropped. Crypto billionaire, actually. Watch The Big Short. Watch The Big Short, take all the wrong lessons. Yeah, and be potato head. They're not instructed properly. NFTs were especially rife with wash trading between a small number of holders. Crypto in general has the same thing. Yeah, and that's why cryptocurrency lovers are really excited for Trump's presidency, because they know that he's going to legitimize the hell out of crypto, leading to more people getting invested, meaning there's more money for them to like, you know, soak up and draw up into the top. At least crypto billionaires are kind of disconnected from systems of power. Oh, you wish. You wish, man. Nah, money's money. There are only a few industries where wealth is less important than ownership, though often the two correlate. For example, like the people who run Lockheed Martin or whatever aren't, you know, competing with Elon Musk in wealth. They're probably more powerful than Elon Musk. Not because of because like in their case, the power isn't just from raw wealth in the form of like the, you know, the sum of the value of their shares or whatever. Their power is from the fact that they control Lockheed Martin. At least with the coin stuff, hopefully the illiquidity of cryptocurrency means that if like something bad ever does happen to the market, they all crash and fumble because people have like no underlying belief in the stability of that, you know, of that system, as opposed to like, you know, the stock market, which is based on at least the concept of something. Do you think there are people more materially wealthy than Elon? Well, Elon's not that materially wealthy in like a liquid currency sense. The vast majority of Elon's wealth, the vast majority of most wealthy people's wealth comes from the value of the shares that they hold. If their companies crashed in perceived value, they would lose all that money. Like their money isn't in a liquid form, you know? And what's more, they can't even access most of their money. Because if they started selling off all those shares that they own in order to turn it into liquid currency, the value of those shares would plummet. They wouldn't be able to. Like if Elon wanted to sell all of his shares in Tesla, he wouldn't be able to get the dollar value of all those shares. It would crash the share. It would crash the company. He can't access that money. So it's more a abstract valuation of their potential wealth over time than it is like how much money they have. The Saudi royal family has way more liquid money than Elon. Oh yeah, for sure. Also, Russian oligarchs. because they've siphoned off so much of their wealth in a more liquid form, whether it be like the literal value of their industry's productions, like oil or whatever, or the fact that they just have like enormous untaxed hidden holdings. A lot of them have liquid wealth that would put most anyone to shame. Is Lockheed actually able to leverage its power more than you could possibly? Yeah, if they tried to twist the government's arm somehow. It's not if they try to twist the government's arm somehow. The defense companies are the government. Like functionally they are arm in arm with the Department of Defense. The Department of Defense is the most well-funded and powerful institution in the world by far, with the greatest economic impact. Like the degree to which they collaborate is, I mean, it's not even a secret that they do, but yeah, like they like that's the cap on this, you know? Can you give an example? I don't know what an example of collaboration between the Department of Defense and private defense companies. I'm not sure. Every budget. I'm not sure what you mean. That's where the money goes to. It's almost like an abstraction how powerful they are. You know, it's difficult to even. Can't they sell over time? I mean, a little bit, but not to the extent that they would be able to get anywhere near the like full liquidity of the evaluated worth of their shares. Defense contractors have headquarters in all 50 states to protect their military entrenchment. Yeah, it's like a classic strategy for making sure you get the funding that you want, you know? The MIC produces an enormous amount of like there's a lot of economic productivity jobs tied up in it. So you spread the work for producing these parts all over the country, and then every like senator is invested in making sure that the bill gets passed to fund the project that they're all working towards. Well, this is like the last buffer stream, you know? Starting tomorrow, it's like we're racing downhill. How are we to fight climate change now? Don't worry about it, okay? Climate change will fix itself when the ambient temperature of the Earth gets so hot that all of the machines producing carbon dioxide break, including us. And then it'll be fine. Is Doomer Vosh going to be around? You motherfuckers are the ones that need to work on being Doomer, okay? I signed up knowing what the stakes are.